What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Zachary Reality. It is Zachary Reality, and we are here with Kacie from the Anonymous. She's not anonymous today, but she was on the
No,
show.
I'm not.
Kacie, how are you doing?
I don't know how anonymous I actually was on the show. I think it was a valid effort, but I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I watched the first couple episodes of the show, and I'm so into it. I cannot wait to see what is going to happen. How did you feel watching the first couple episodes back?
I think everything is going to go pretty well. From like what I've seen, I feel like I came off like as myself. Hopefully people do know that. I think I probably came off a little bit more reserved than I actually am, but in the diary room or the hideout rather, I am not reserved at all. So I think people will see.
They'll see lots of different sides to you.
Yeah, there's a lot, and I mean, I get excited. They change fast,
Yeah,
and I'm
for
usually able to
sure.
get it back to center. But yeah, I had a little bit of a panic attack there for a second, but my fan brought me back to life, and that's all we can really ask for.
And you're still here, standing strong.
I am still here.
Yeah, I
That's
love it.
great for me.
So tell us a little bit about how you got cast for the show and what you knew going into it, what drew you to this opportunity.
They had just reached out to me. I had applied for something else, and they reached out to me about this one, and they said they thought I would be a good fit. And I looked into it, and I hoped I would be a good fit. Of course, I mean I didn't know exactly all the rules going in, but I was really excited. It was hard because it was the first season, and I'm a reality TV fiend, so I thought, oh, maybe since I watch all these things, I'll have like a little bit of a leg up. But then I got in there, and I'm surrounded by like reality TV superstars and everything. And I'm just over here like on a cul-de-sac with my wife being like, oh yeah, I'll watch the BB live streams, like whatever.
Hmm.
But it was good. I was excited. I was excited to be there. I don't think I was ever too nervous because I just knew what was going to happen was going to happen. I'm a kind of like it is what it is type of person. That's really helped me in the past, like with my anxiety.
Hmm.
So that's just kind of like what I went
Yeah.
with. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there is a couple of reality TV alumni on there. Xavier is on there, Nina. Is there anyone that
Hmm.
stuck out to you, or maybe even if they were on a show or not? Like, is it anyone like stick out to you that you wanted to work with, or who did you get the best vibe from?
Well, I didn't know that Nina was Sandra's kid. At when she first walked in, I think I said, um,
You kind of
that
clocked
looks
it.
just like Sandra. Yeah, I was like, that looks just like Sandra, but it's definitely not Sandra because it's clearly not Sandra.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to like get to know her and work with her. Of course, I wanted to work with Xavier, but I also thought he might not want to work with me because I just was like, should I tell you how many shows you've been on? So I mean, I clearly know like his gameplay and everything. I thought I didn't realize Andy was on the Fire Fest.
Hmm.
As he pointed out, I kind of just thought he was like a sportscaster for like the volunteers. But working with people wise, I kind of just gravitated towards people that I would like naturally get along with and I would like have in my regular life. It reminded me of like people that I already knew just to kind of get that comfort so we could trust each other because there were some people I was like, yeah, we're not on the same page. I have a hard time faking it, like I like you or I don't, you're gonna know it whether I
Hmm.
say it or not. So yeah, I'm not very good at faking things.
Yeah, I mean it's hard. Like you're going in there, you have to hide behind an emoji, and it's
Yeah,
different than like the circle, which they were comparing it to, because then you actually have to face the people and have those react like those friendships and those reactions. What was the hardest part about hiding behind this emoji and then talking to people?
I think the hardest part was having to hide myself and whatnot. I think it would have gone a lot better for me if, wait, maybe we just like were texting and it was like our face or something, but definitely having to be like disingenuous and hide and try to like make it seem like I'm not who I am and whatnot. That was the hardest part for me. I mean, I usually win people over and people like me because of like who I am and I'm like straight up, but I'm nice and I'll if we have like an issue or if I'm wondering something or whatever, like I'll go straight up to somebody and I mean
Hmm.
just be like, hey, like let's get on the same page. I don't want to be in a different chapter than you are, like that's no fun. But I wasn't able to do that. And I think that's what, really, really hurt me in the end. Is like I couldn't be myself. And that is pretty near impossible.
Yeah, for sure. Well, if you guys have not watched it yet, the first three episodes are streaming on the USA Network. And unfortunately, Kacie, you were eliminated. You were the second person sent home. Can you tell us a little bit about what happened and, what you could have done differently to stay in longer if you could?
Well, I knew I was going up the second episode no matter what. I was one of the only people that didn't get put up on the first episode. So I thought, there's a high chance. And then I was like, well, I'm the only one up with like one vote, really. So it's an even higher chance. So I don't think there was much I could have done differently to not go home. And Jack eliminated me. We were pretty good, like pals and whatnot. But I was happy to have gotten eliminated by him rather than someone who I didn't really care so much for. You would rather go home being eliminated by a friend rather than someone. It's like, oh God, I wish I would have got them first. So
Hmm.
that was a whole thing. But I think something that I definitely could have done differently is I think I protected too many people that they didn't know I was protecting them instead of like looking out for myself, even like when it came down to, Lily and everything. Like, I don't regret anything like that, but maybe going with the pack would have been a better option for me at the beginning. But I can't do that. Like, I mean, in my hideout and everything, I'll talk mad shit. I'm from the South, and we love to sit on our front porch and go
Mhm.
off and everything. But I have a hard time just one, two, three, Lily. And then, it's just like this. She didn't deserve that. It was like the first 30 minutes of the game, and it really didn't sit well with me. I don't like to watch people just get like their character thrown around when they haven't like done anything. So that's how that went. And even like the last conversation I had with Nino, we got to a really good point that day. And then I think a conversation happened right before, and it got a little twisted around. That's not how I meant any of that conversation to go. But Nina approached me and was like, hey, so this person said this. I was like, oh, okay, being like myself, I was gonna like walk straight up and be like, so did you say this? Where's the confusion? That's not what I meant. I wouldn't do that. That would be freaking stupid. But Nina was like, wait, no, like, what are you gonna say? And I was like, oh shit, like, you're right. I should probably protect you. And so in doing that, I didn't go up and say something directly. I kind of gave, Tyrina the chance to like kind of open up and be like, well, did you mean this? Or like, I might have, misconstrued something. And I just should have been, myself and just
Yeah.
got there. So I definitely think, yeah, just watching out for other people when like,
You
there
gotta
was
put yourself
really,
first.
yeah, I definitely did not put myself first.
Yeah, that's
So that was
okay.
probably not helpful, but I think I was going home regardless. Yeah,
Yeah, maybe the next time. Who are you closest with and who are
maybe.
you rooting for, for throughout the rest of the competition?
Well, I'm really rooting for Nina. I love
Yeah.
Nina so much. I felt like we were playing a similar game. Now, after seeing the handles and whatnot, I definitely, I thought she was the semi truck. Just because like that's something like she wouldn't be and everything. I feel like it's not like really fitting. And I thought we were playing a similar game. But yeah, I'm definitely rooting most for Nina, and I hope Lily has an easier time. It's just not, it's not fun to be at the bottom of the barrel and everyone just like knowing it.
Hmm.
So yeah, rooting for Lily, rooting for Nina.
What about
And
not Jack?
when I left, I was like, oh, I love Jack. I hope it wasn't Jack. Da, 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 da. But at the end of the day, I don't want anyone to win that like came for me.
Mhm.
I know Marcel put me up. I knew that. I knew. I mean, he walked by me and Lily and was like, "You guys are safe tonight." I'm like, "Okay, well, you know that we ain't safe. Like we know that, right? Like we can do math." So that was pretty clear. So if he wins, congratulations to him. But ultimately, Jack got me out. So love you, Jack. But no love lost.
Fair
like
enough. You
I
can't
hope
still
you don't
root for
win.
him. Yeah, that's fine. That's
Yeah,
fair.
no, no.
Well, thank you so much for chatting and taking the time. Where can everybody find you and follow you?
You can find me on Instagram at Mize. It's Surmize. And you can follow me on TikTok, Kacie.eats, Kacie, period, EATS.
I love it. Well, thank you so much, and we'll chat soon.
All
Bye.
right. See ya. Bye.